Just to give you guys a heads up, this is going to be slightly ranty. So you've been warned. Hey guys, it's Zeno coming from Essence of Zen here, and I want to talk more about the portable. My dog is drinking water and running the shot. I want to talk more about this Western Digital My Passport portable hard drive. Now, if you watched the previous video where I give you some good news and bad news about this little thing crashing on me, this is 1 terabyte, and I had about 500 gigabytes of video recordings on it, ranging from this camera, from software recordings from various machines, and many of the episodes of various Let's Plays, including Far Cry 3, Fallout 3, some promotional preview teasers for Skyrim stuff, and just a bunch more. Now, I've had this for under a year, and it's USB 3.0, and I expected, especially from Western Digital, which I used to be a very big fan. I even have their Western Digital.
Before you lose it, bag it up on a Western Digital drive.
And so within less than a year, this hard drive, it fails on me without any warning. Like, literally, from one night it works, next morning it does not even recognize the drive anymore. And not just drivers or incorrect data or just corrupted data. It literally could not operate through the input-output like connections. No matter what machine I tried it on, I used my GNU tools for partitions and hard drives and etc. I could not get any data from it. Now, we're gonna try one more thing here at my house, where I'm gonna actually use another hardware to try to pull off raw data from the disk without opening it up. Now, usually, if hardware is gone and I paid good money, I got good use from it, I would not mind pulling off these rubber nubs here and unscrewing them and taking it apart. I'm pretty sure the screwdrivers are under these nubs. That's usually the case for items like this. I do a lot of tearing things down, not on camera, because I'm a very big novice at it, and I don't want to say things that I don't have a 100% absolute authority on when it comes to hardware. But I do tear things down a lot. As a matter of fact, I will be tearing down this device sometime soon. Anyway, so regardless of that, I'm very disappointed that this Western Digital My Passport failed within under a year. And it happens, it happens. But when I contacted Western Digital about, because I still have a warranty on it, and that's the reason why I didn't want to tear it down. I asked them if I could replace this for an internal hard drive, and off the bat they said no. And this is when I was on the phone with the support line and the warranty desk operator, who was in India. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind people from other countries doing a job that helps them feed their families, but I don't want to have to sit on a automated phone service picking I want to speak English, I'm looking for this particular case help and etc., and then get sent to someone who's going to have a language barrier. Now, let me reiterate, this is not about who they are or where they're from. It is for the simple fact that when I tried to give them my information, they misspelled my name and address wrong 3 times. And I literally had to take 30 minutes out to say each letter of my full name and my full address for a shipping return label and replacement. Not just that, I'm a college student, so usually my funds are rather low. They wanted $8 to hold on to until this little guy got to their warehouse. And I understand, they don't want to be ripped off. They don't want to send something out when it has the potential for them to get ripped off. That's perfectly understandable. But what makes this even worse is that this device has had so much flack over online. If you go to their support forums or other forums, you'll know that the WD My Passport has had so many issues, ranging from the cables not giving out enough energy through the USB port to power it, to it being faulty, to the issues that there was the whole tsunami in was it Taiwan that ruined a bunch of the hard drives for major manufacturers. Now, I don't know whether or not that Taiwan tsunami is an incident or and if this is a byproduct of said event or incident, But if you're having a major issue with the My Passport, products, it's not a good idea, in my opinion. At least, I understand I'm not, in said, company. I don't know how often they probably get, fraudulent claims, thrown at them and, try to rip them off for money or for extra items. But my issue just stemmed from, it was a major hassle. And so I asked them, instead of sending me a replacement of this for my warranty, can I trade it in for an internal hard drive of the same size as a blue version? So a Western Digital 1 terabyte blue. At the time, it was internal hard drive is cheaper than their portable hard drive. I told them they can keep the difference in balance. They said no. I had to complain to their HR, contact them on Twitter, and various other outlets through emails, because I demanded that I get a replacement, and I demanded it be an internal hard drive, because I know for a fact that their internal hard drives, in my experience, work wonders. I have like 4 or 5 of them. I tested this baby out, and it was complete trash. I don't want them to send me a replacement of this and have the exact same thing happen if I don't even have and lose so much data. And people say you should back up your data. I understand that, and usually I do. That's actually what some of the folders on this hard drive is for: backup folders of codes and projects and etc. But my recordings usually range from gigabytes on gigabytes on gigabytes, and I don't really like backing up said videos unless they're been rendered, produced, and finished. Then certain videos that I find special, or ones that I plan on reusing, I make a backup of it and I put it on this hard drive. But if they're gonna send me the same exact product that has the exact same amount of risk of failing, I don't want that. Why would I even like that's my biggest pet peeve of the whole back and forth. It wasn't something like I didn't break it, I didn't drop it. This stayed in one area for its entire lifespan. It's a portable hard drive, yet I didn't even use the portability of it. I got it because when I worked at Staples, this was readily available for me, and I could purchase it, so I did, because they were out of the internal hard drives at the time. So, after a while of bashing them, I won't say bashing, but being pretty steamed off at them and contacting them, they finally got in contact with me, some higher ups from the company, rather. I don't want to say like not a big wig, but probably the supervisor of the guy I spoke to on the phone with. And they said they can make it happen, sending me an internal hard drive instead of the replacement of another external passport. And I was ecstatic, and they went ahead and actually shipped it out to me. And it's here. As a matter of fact, it's this baby right here, and I'll probably still blank out a little bit of the information. So, I'm happy that I was able to get my replacement, and I'm going to send this in today for the warranty deal, because again, this doesn't work. I'm not going to hold on to this and like just screw them over, because I do believe in good business practices. But I'm a little annoyed that it took as much work as it did to get through to them, and I don't want to see. I don't want to feel as if I assaulted them or was too aggressive and basically whined and, excuse my language, bitched until I got what I wanted. I don't like that feeling. But at the same time, it may just be that they have those loopholes established to avoid fraud and other fraudulent claims. And I don't know. I don't work for them. I don't know how. I don't know their setup. I can see reasoning behind it, but I don't always agree with everything. But when money's involved, etc. So I want to make this video saying, if you are legitimately, having issues with your Western Digital product, call them, and do not be afraid to, to get a little steam with them, but they should have a better system in place to avoid having, you know, possibility of them being fraud, of getting fraudulent devices back and giving out free items, you know, to avoid all that. But the same thing, it's kind of hard when you think about whether or not it's good business practice or if majority of individuals are just bad individuals and try to rip people off. It's that type of, you know, philosophical thinking that I'm stuck at. So I will say this, you know, I still love Western Digital. I probably just like them now. They have some really good hardware. This particular experience ruined my, you know, the way I looked at them. But again, you know, you can't set everyone on a pedestal. You can't set everyone high in expectations. So I'm not going to say, you know, they're the worst company of all, because they actually did take the time out to contact me through email and call me back to work out our, you know, our issues and come to an agreement. So to that, I say kudos. To that, I really do. But at the same time, you know, I gotta say, if you know a product is having a bunch of issues, probably not. I don't know whether or not I would say they should do a recall or just be ready beforehand to have phone calls and to have people complain about said product. I mean, just go online. You can find many reliable sources to complain about this said device right here. Now, I don't know about the Passport Ultimate or Ultra or whatever they have it. I don't know about the Mac version of this. I don't really know. But I can tell you this right now. I'm never gonna buy a WD My Passport if they make like a new version for, you know, in like next year or whatever. Even if it's rock solid, I'm not buying another portable hard drive from Western Digital. I will continue to buy their internal hard drives for color blue forever. I mean, I've yet to have any bad experience. I'm pretty sure one bad experience is not going to deter me from buying another one, because, you know, out of 5 hard drives, 5 are still working. If I buy another one day or one, you know, craps out on me, that's still 4 against 1. With this, I bought this, and with under a year, it crapped out. Under a year. You know, I'm not saying build quality this, build quality that. I'm just saying, for me personally, that's unacceptable. I do give them the credit for having a 2-year warranty on it, and if they knew like if it was going to crap out one day. Because I've seen a lot of companies, you know, they'll give you a warranty and they'll literally set it to about the period of which something breaks. So like maybe a month or a few weeks after the warranty expires, the device breaks on you, and that is completely unacceptable. And sometimes it's coincidence, but I've seen products that in sheer bulk have done that. And so I'm not going to, you know, bash Western Digital. Like I said, in my eyes, they're still doing great things. I've had one personal bad experience, like one really bad experience with them so far. I will still continue to buy their products, just not this. So guys, that's this has been Zeno Kami from Essence of Zen. Check out our website for more. If you have any comments about, you know, devices and your horrible stories of, you know, crashes and failings and everything, share them in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, opinions, your stories, and etc. So yeah, so until the next video, guys, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Take care.
March winds and April showers.